We're with Wellington manager Kevin Oakes after a 4-3 win at Oakwood in the FA Vase. Kev, we'll start and go through the goals as it is. It's probably the best way. What a mental game though, first of all.
Yeah, I know. Looking forward to watching it back for all the right reasons. Really good game of football, and Oakwood put on a good show. Very, very welcoming, decent people, and great game for the neutral. So.
And you'd have said that win, lose or draw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we got what we deserved in the first half, and thankfully we got what we deserved in the second half as well.
First goal, offside. Did we stop? Should we have carried on?
Difficult for me to tell from where I am. Yes, I could see why people were putting their arm up and saying offside, but no excuse for stopping. And then maybe we should do better with the shot. I don't know, but difficult to comment really from the halfway line.
Second goal, great goal, or again, is it one of those wonder strikes that he should be allowed to get off?
Yeah, I mean, he should never have had the opportunity to have a shot. I think we've given it away cheaply. Somebody in midfield's had a heavy touch. Dan's out of position, not his fault in the slightest, because we're in possession of the ball, and as soon as we give it away, guy's got an open goal, and I think, if he has that shot 100 times to get it in from 50 yards away, sort of perfectly, it's not going to happen many times out of 100. But to his credit, good effort. Didn't panic, just clipped it towards goal, and it goes in, and you think to yourself at that point, is it going to be another one of them days the way that our luck's going? And we've seen it all before, but thankfully not. No.
We get back in the game. What are you thinking then? Like, just calm down, and is that what the bench are trying to get onto the pitch? Calm down.
I think because of the run that we've been on, when we do go behind, there is a panic. And I've said to you before, I'm not a big shouter. There's a lot of football. You're still in the first half of the game. There's a lot of football. There's a lot of substitutions to be made. There's a lot of opportunities at both ends. Of course, with 2-3 minutes to go, it's going to be chuck everybody forward. But I think when you've got an hour of the game left, being a goal behind is not necessarily a problem. It can become a bigger issue if people panic. So it'd be nice to see people being a little bit calmer in that situation. And hopefully now, first win for a while on the board, if we do go behind in the future, be it next week or whenever during the course of the season, that we may see a little bit more stability rather than panic.
An unfortunate blooper that's going to get played 1 million times for Dan for the third goal. Is there anything to... I mean, we're looking there to my left. The sun comes straight down the pitch. Are you attributing anything that to the sun, Kev?
No, I don't.
Mistake?
No, well, it's a mistake. I mean, there's no doubt in that. I think whilst I'm not glad that he's made a mistake, Dan's response to that mistake was superb. Every aerial ball that came into the penalty area after that point, where if the boot had been on the other foot, you'd be winding the goalie up and putting pressure on him. He stood up like a man, and there were a few home truths at half-time. I said earlier, I'm not a big shouter. I don't believe that I should need to rant and rave to get people to play good football, and there were a few people that wanted to pass the buck and shift responsibility and point the finger and blame someone else, not just at Dan, but in general. A lot of people going, well, I've done my job and so hasn't done his, and that's not what being a team is all about. So we reminded a few people about what team sport is all about, what being a man is all about, and growing a pair of bollocks. And we came out and... yeah, cheers, Tom. Came out in the second half, and I think you saw in the first 10 minutes that we got the reaction, and then you just challenge them at half-time and at full-time. Don't make me do that again. Don't make myself and Grads and Ben and Vinny say some of the things that we had to say. Just do it because you're a good football team.
Second half, we had a chance literally right as the second half started again. Taylor, he's whacking himself on the head. We could have got right back in the game there, but then once we did get back in the game, it was 3-2, then it was 3-3 within a few minutes. There was only going to be one winner for me, Kev. Do you agree with that on the bench? Were you calm then?
Well, at that point, you think, look, they're under the cosh. We're playing downhill. They're under pressure. They've let 2 goals in 2 minutes. We're absolutely flying, full of confidence. Everybody's really, really fired up. Can we kill the game off? Can we get 3, 4, 5 goals in a short space of time? That doesn't happen. We're back in the game, and again, it's about not panicking. There's a good 35 minutes of football. It's 3-3. We're on top. We're playing downhill. We've got all the ball. We've got all the territory, and something will come. And who wants to be that match winner? Who wants to be a hero and step up? And and put us into the next round. And
talk us through the goals. The 2 goals that got us from 3-1 to 3-3 in quick succession.
Golding does what he does. Ball comes in the box. You don't think there's any opportunity there. Creates an opportunity for himself out of nothing. In it goes, and then the winner, Coleman, does allegedly over the years he's played up front many times. First question he asked me when we were trying to get him in the summer is, "You're not playing me up front, are you? I'm an old man and I'm a defender now." And but yeah, he's still got that free kick in him.
Great free kick.
Yeah, it was, and I think the result and the performance and the second half attitude and the change in some people's mentalities in the space of an hour from sulking and moaning to big smile on their face and we're up and running. Yeah, this is going to be a good shot in the arm, and looking forward to the next one already.
We'll go back to half time, 3-1 down against a side you expected to beat, no disrespect to them. What was the kind of atmosphere in there from everybody, from coaches, players? Was anybody losing their heads? Was anybody having to keep calm?
Not losing their heads. No, we wouldn't let anybody do that, and if that happened, they'd leave the room. But it was certainly a lot louder and more aggressive and assertive than it would normally be, because I would like to think that people will want to perform well for the good of themselves as individuals, for the good of the people around them. We genuinely have a group of boys that like spending time together. And where are you going with that?
I'm just going to say Taylor, who we're going to talk about.
Worked his nuts off again.
But,
yeah.
He's walking very gingerly there, and that's how he left the pitch. So it's not.
He'll be all right.
Sometimes they come off the pitch and they start walking a little bit freer. We'll talk about Taylor, who really tormented them at times, and he was getting them wide and stretching them and getting him behind. The injury, we talk what kind of injury do we think it is?
He's got an ankle injury. He doesn't think it's going to be a long-term thing. We'll see how he feels in the morning.
You think it's an impact injury?
Yeah, he'll have a bit of a bruise or a swollen ankle, but we've got a game on Wednesday. We've got 3 very, very different styles of centre forward, which is a challenge for us as a group to get them to complement each other, and then obviously we've got Carl to come back midweek as well. I hope nobody else, I think, in that part of the pitch does what he does. But if he's not available for Wednesday, we'll have to shuffle the pack a little bit.
You had your substitutes come on, and how did you think they did getting off the game?
Yeah, did well. Once we got in front, slowed the game down a little bit, and all that game management that we've seen other people do to us a little bit too often in the last few weeks. It's nice to be the one dishing it out rather than being on the receiving end of it.
We give Milo for his little run, and nice to see Milo show a bit.
Well, he tried to do that a couple of times pre-season and fell over it, and I think maybe their guys have seen him play before, I don't know, but yeah, he goes bursting forward, and he's worked really hard. I don't think he's as fit as he could be. I think him and Nelson in there complement each other very, very well. He's played a lot of football already this season. His attitude is fantastic. When someone like him, and most of the other boys, when someone like him does make a mistake, you can forgive it more often than not, because they're a good person and they're wanting to progress and to learn and become a better footballer. And I think, he's burst forward, and their defenders naturally have assumed that he's going to lay it off to a centre forward, and they parted like the Red Sea a little bit, and he's just kept going, and just when he's about to pull the trigger, you think exactly like what happened at Tunbridge Wells and what happened against Lordswood is going to happen, that rather than just put your boot through it, you're going to cut back and that opportunity will disappear, and we're all on the bench throwing our arms up going, oh, effing hell, why didn't he just shoot? And thankfully that one time, he's cut back and the goal's opened up. He's just tapped it into an empty net. So well done, brilliant goal. Hopefully, bit of PR from you, we might be able to get him goal of the round or something, because Nelson hit a cracker last season, and Milo's individual effort today was fantastic. Yeah, should give himself a big pat on the back.
That goal of the round over Coleman's free kick. Interesting. I think there might be
you can't give Coleman anything. I don't think.
Nice.
No, because he claims all the stuff he shouldn't. So no, I've known him a long time, and he's a solicitor, so you don't need to talk to him about claims. No.
The club haven't had a great record in the cups recently. So
no, we
nice
haven't.
To get through in the Vase, and we could be. Where could we be? It's regionalised into Kent?
Yeah, it's either Rainsvale Park, which I'm assuming is somewhere near Wimbledon, I think, and the other one is Stenning Community, I think. Yeah, it's another away game. Yeah, which is great because it's a good opportunity to get on the coach, have a bit of team bonding before the game, have a couple of beers, post game that you wouldn't get to do at home. So a little bit less organisation for me as well, which is always a blessing. So yeah, pleased with that. I don't know the result of that game yet. It'll be the first thing I look up in a moment. But yeah, we're definitely away, and yeah, they deserve it.